your God power. Get everything you ever wanted and live the life of your dreams. The Master's Course. Copyright 2010 by Richard Lee McKim Jr. All rights reserved. Let the quest for knowing begin. Here it says, the native tribes rely heavily on this type of vision and healing technique because they don't have x-ray machines or the specialized medical equipment that we have. It's no wonder that we don't see more of this ability in our culture. There's no need for it. However, that doesn't mean that there still aren't people with these abilities that aren't members of native tribes. In the next video example is an Australian woman who has the ability to see into the human body and diagnose illness, successfully finding the problems when the conventional doctors could not. Video example, human x-ray machine. What is this video about? In this video, Natalia from Hobart, Australia is able to see into the human body and view the energy fields. She claims that the colors of the fields are different if there are problems. She first discovered her ability when she was 25 years old. She says that it is a gift from God. She says that when she closes her eyes, she sees all. She says that when she is looking into a body, the healthy parts look bright and dynamic in color, while the bad and damaged parts look black and dark. She can see cancer, broken bones, and muscle damage, to name a few. In this example, there's a man who had pain from a traffic accident. After several years of pain and many visits to a dozen doctors, he was unable to solve his problem. After his visit with Natalia, she was able to see the problem in his neck, which was a nerve infection. He went back to the doctors, told them what was wrong, and they were able to cure him. It worked out quite well.
For best results, pause this video at this point here, and watch the video example mentioned in the segment. The links are located in the book chapter, and at the end of the book. If you are watching this online, you will find the link for this video example listed in the notes section. Then, after watching the associated video example, continue watching this video from here.
Let's look at this normal reality illustration here. First, you have the physical meaning of the person's body. Now, this is normal reality. Normal meanings creating normal reality. Then you have the physical meaning that eyes see with light, as before, and the physical meaning that bodies block light. And then, of course, you get the resulting meaning she cannot see into the body. That's the same as all those other normal realities. However, you have God power by her own beliefs. Now, you start out with the physical meaning of the person's body. Okay, we got that. Then you have the thought meaning, eyes can see without light. And then you have the thought meaning, bodies are transparent. What do you get? You get a physical meaning result, she can see inside the body. Here it says, the ability has been elicited and activated in her own life experience. Once again, you're striking the green tuning fork, positive meanings. I have this ability. I can see inside bodies. And guess what? She's eliciting everything it takes to do that. Now, interestingly, she closes her eyes when she looks into a body. So it is very, very clear that she is not using her eyes to see. She is seeing with her mind. But the other people, I would imagine, are looking with their eyes and seeing. She is actually demonstrating that she's not using her eyes, and neither are the other people. And we're not even using our eyes. We think we're seeing with our eyes, but we're not seeing with our eyes. Even though Even though we close our eyes and then we can't see, or we put our hands over our eyes and we can't see, that's only because the meaning of closing your eyes means you can't see. The meaning of having a hand in front of your face means you can't see, because if you had the meaning that you still could, you still could. It's just that simple. That's the reason why you can't see when your eyes are closed, because closing your eyes means you can't see. Putting hands over your eyes means you can't see. So it's always the meaning. Now, interestingly, she knows she's not seeing with her eyes. She knows she's seeing with her mind. So she closes her eyes, which gets rid of the charade of the eyes, and takes a look at this person in her mind, sees the areas where the color is not right, says, hey, I see the problem. Guess what? She does. It works. What does this example show, and what does it mean? This video example shows that people are able to see into the human body and see the problem by the color of the energy. This is not too different than being able to see with the fingertips, and that there is a different kind of vision going on. While she is seeing, her eyes are closed. That means that it is not the light that comes into her eyes that she is seeing. Instead, she is seeing with her mind. Once you relinquish the sight limitations of the eye, then you can see whatever you want to and wherever you want to. That is to say that the eye can only technically see within a certain range of light and frequency, and it cannot see into anything like an X-ray machine. So if you are seeing with your eyes, then you expect to only be able to see what the eye is supposed to be able to see. But once you leave the eyes behind and see from your mind, then there are no limitations on what you can see. Remote viewing, once you've accepted that fact that you can see without your physical eyes, then you can see anything in any way. That is to say that you can see in any way that you can imagine. Remote viewing has been used by governments to gather information for years. It is the method of going somewhere with your mind and seeing what's there. They have successfully seen into closed boxes and seen into closed rooms halfway around the world. At the beginning, it was thought that the remote viewer was seeing through someone else's eyes, but they quickly learned that it wasn't necessary to do that. They could see anything, anywhere, whether a person was there or not, whether a person had ever even seen the location or not. The Sunday Times reported that Ingo Swann, in a remote viewing session, was asked to look at Jupiter. He reported that the planet had a ring around it. At the time, this was thought to be incorrect. Swann assumed his discovery was a mistaken view of Saturn. In a 1977 account of their findings, Hal Puthoff counted it as an error. 2 years later, Voyager 1 sent back pictures of Jupiter showing the planet did indeed have a ring around it. In this special experiment, Ingo Swann was able to remote view Jupiter before our space probe got there and see certain things that were later confirmed by the space probe. This demonstration is also no different than people seeing from their fingertips or seeing 360 degrees. It is just a matter of your beliefs as to what you can do and what you cannot. Know this: you can do anything.
To continue, go to How to Use Your God Power, chapter number 10, segment number 31. Let your quest for knowing continue.